There we go. Maybe. Let me tune that a little bit. No, still kind of glaring a bit. There we go. That's better.
Ooh. Chat could just watch me eat.
I got nothing to say. So there's a Monster Hunter event. Haven't really played it.
I haven't been able to because it keeps crashing on me, and I'm disappointed.
I mean, it keeps crashing on you.
What do you mean? It just crashes every time I try to play.
Get a better PC, lol.
I did. It's a brand new PC.
I've not had a single. No, I've had one crash.
I mean, it ran on my old PC. It ran rough, but it ran with the occasional crash. New PC spent a fair amount and just crashes. It crashed. Not only crashes the game, it crashes my PC twice. It's weird because it'll crash, it'll restart, and immediately crash again and restart.
Yeah, I was having that problem with the was it Souls frame or whatever they're calling it.
Oh,
yeah.
Did you have a fix for it or no?
No, what it is just the engine. When you turn the settings up, it wants to take all the power from the power supply, and so it causes it to like freak out, and that thing where you don't have enough power, it like shuts down just to be safe.
Oh, is that it? Do I need to turn down my graphics on my beast of a PC?
Probably check for frame rate cap. That's usually the big thing that does it.
Yeah, uncapped frame rate. And I mean, you might have a good PC, but I mean, did you build it or did you buy pre-built?
I bought it pre-built.
So there's a good chance that it might have a good list of impressive specs, but they put a shit power supply in it or something.
This is very true.
What happened?
Okay.
So you might not have a good enough power supply for what your computer's trying to draw.
Hey.
Yeah, basically.
What happened to your computer, Peter?
It keeps crashing on wild.
Monster Hunter keeps crashing.
Ah.
Yeah.
Because I think that's something I've noticed every time I look at like pre-built like PC builds, like they always skimp on the power supply.
Mm-hmm.
Why go
because
pre-built?
It's not like a big fancy like. Look at how much RAM you got. Look at this cool video card. Here's this random power supply. You have no idea how many watts do you need. Who the fuck knows?
So here's the thing. This is directed purely at Peter here. Why the hell are you buying pre-bots when you have so many people that you know that can build computers?
I didn't feel like going through that hassle. I built my last computer, and I just feel like I don't want to do that. I'll buy a pre-built. It's a custom pre-built, but still a pre-built.
Yeah, and it also depends on who you buy it from, because there's some like not artesian. What's the word I'm looking for here? Whatever. There's specialty build places, and then there's the generic advertised on Facebook for grandma type places.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, not to speak poorly, so I won't, but whatever the example of like Falcon Northwest is.
Are you saying Falcon Northwest is good or bad?
They're good.
Okay.
They're good. And they're good because they are incredibly expensive, but they also,
it is a lifetime warranty.
Yeah. So,
who here has $30,000 to drop on a PC? Not me.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I guess
say 30,000.
I really shouldn't, but I guess.
Yeah, their computer. And that's
a bit much.
That's not even like their most expensive, is it? I
imagine you could get up to about 8,000-9,000 with them, and don't get me wrong, you would have a very future-proof computer.
No, he said 30,000.
Yeah,
I don't
know about 30,000.
The last time I was on there, I got up to 30,000.
I mean, I'm sure you can get up to there, but
But who's actually buying that?
Falcon Northwest, and I'm gonna customize it right now. Okay, I don't care about Falcon. I already know everything about Falcon. It's called, I want to place my retirement on hold and get a new computer. Lower my desktop.
Okay, you're not retiring anyways in this market.
Okay, so we are going to go with a Talon. Okay, so their Talon AMD Ryzen is their Threadripper Pro is $10K by itself.
Is that like the whole thing or just the?
That's
Just the graphics card.
That's just it.
Or is that the processor?
It's a Threadripper Pro. It's a Ryzen
That
AMD.
tells me nothing. Oh,
It's
so-
a beast.
So I'm not
like
even gonna,
AMD's top of the line right now.
so I'm not
Yeah.
even gonna bother with like custom detailing because of that.
But
That's
you don't need a top of the line CPU to
okay,
do
motherboard
99% of gaming.
processor. Let's go up to the AMD Threadripper Pro 7995WX, which adds another $7,000. I'm at $17,000. Process cooler. We are already on liquid cooling. We are now going to slot in 78 gigabytes, 768 gigabytes of RAM for another 4,000. We're at 21. We are now going to slot in two NVIDIA RTX 5000s ADAs, 32 gigabyte professionals. We are now sitting at 30,000. Cool.
But your mistake here is you don't need any of that.
My point was you can get over $30,000 easy.
I mean, fair
I wouldn't
enough.
say it's
And it's like
easy.
the most expensive options on website is surprised when they are expensive.
I'm not surprised. I went into this very confident that I knew what the price was. Because have I screwed around on this site building the most ridiculous computers probably once a year, every year for like 10 years? Yes, I have. So I'm very well aware of how high these things get. This, of course, is a computer that you'd probably never have to update in your lifetime.
Oh, you will.
Yeah. I mean, you don't need any of that shit. I have a Ryzen 7. I have never had an issue with a CPU like in any game because no game is optimized to use like the best quality CPUs that are on the market. I have 64 gigs of RAM, have never had an issue with RAM since I upgraded to 64.
Your CPU has 16 threads. You are currently using Firefox. You have a GTX 980.
Hey, stop looking at it. So I don't think it has 16. It's 8 core. Maybe it does have 16. I don't know. I'm stupid.
Let's see. Ooh, an RTX 3060, 32 threads, using a Chromium-based browser.
Am I? I'm on Firefox.
Not you.
He's looking at.
And then another GTX 980, 16 threads, Firefox. Oh, wow. You have a pretty similar setup to another person, Kevin.
That's because this is all you need. You don't need more than this.
I wonder
Honestly,
who...
the 64 gigs of RAM is pretty awesome. I will say that.
Yeah, like, honestly, I don't need the 64. I had 16 for a while, but then I'm like, I want to upgrade it, and I might as well just go right to 64, because I hadn't done any upgrades in a while. So I spent a little more money on 64 gigs. But RAM's honestly pretty cheap comparatively.
I'm sitting on 32.
Yeah, 32 is honestly good enough for everything that you're going to play on PC.
Yeah, I'm sitting on a pretty solid 32.
Could do that. Could set up there.
All right. So, who's ready to continue monkeying around a little bit?
Die.
I got a plan. It's not going to work, but I got a plan.
Would you say?
It's no.
Give us
This is not a stupid plan because they have already, we are already in the realm of stupidity. It was not my fault we are here. I am trying to get us out of the stupid plan. This is a good idea. This is the only idea I can think of that is not, my character runs away.
Come on, just give us the line.
No,
Give us the line. Give us your
no,
catchphrase.
no, it's not even. No, it's wrong. You gotta wait for correct opportunity.
All right. So, it might be helpful if I open Foundry for everybody, wouldn't it?
Yeah, maybe.
Yes, I've been trying to get on, but nothing.
I was
Dude.
wondering why I was having connection issues.
Dude, I literally had to drop my son off at grandma's like 2 minutes before this started. I
I've
barely
been
got.
awake for 40 minutes.
And you've been here for 20 minutes.
I wanna back up on this statement here because as a father, the phrase "I dropped my child off at grandma's" does not correlate with "and then I came and played tabletop games."
This isn't playing. This is serious business.
He's hosting. He's not playing.
Mm-hmm.
Look, would you
just
rather
saying,
him say, "I dropped the kid off at his grandparents' house so we could go out to the bar"? Because that's what a lot of
No.
parents do.
And then, to be fair, also at 3:15, I think it is, I have to go to the doctor's appointment, so she's that too.
Yeah, okay. I guess you are kind of down with the whole doctor's appointment thing, but I'm just saying, if you'd been
Brought
like
the-
20 minutes
brought the
late, I
kid
wouldn't
to
have said
The
anything.
doctor.
Say what?
You bring the kid to the doctor. Trust me, they'll love it.
No, he hates them. He hates the doctor.
There was a baby on the unit last night. He was hanging out. He was crying. He wasn't having a fun time. He was angry.
Everybody, yeah, it's okay.
Give him some happy gas.
It wasn't my patient, so it wasn't my problem.
Legally, these guys aren't allowed to distribute medicine because they're not technically MD. They have doctorates. The chiropractors.
Yeah.
And how does that help with the whole bringing the baby thing?
I was saying they don't have any drugs they can give the baby.
They can crack your baby's back.
I would probably, I would murder them if they even tried to touch him.
No. Now that said, when I had to visit they weren't really like chiropractic. They didn't do the whole popping the back thing. They were more about like getting the muscles back in form.
That's called physical therapy.
Yeah, well, I have intelligence as a dump stat. Okay.
Well, no, I there's also an inside joke with this group and physical therapy because apparently one of our former members thought tattoo was a form of physical therapy, and still argues with us about it to this day.
Technically, cordite 50 yards in a desert counts as physical therapy. You're getting out, you're getting some air. I'm just saying.
Talking range therapy now?
Yeah, but that's still physical.
I actually went to the range for like the first time a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, it's pretty.
By the
fun.
way, the foundry's open. Everybody is in here.
Yeah, we're all
Actually,
here.
so when I get done being moved, I will be like 5-10 minutes away from one of those state managed ranges. So it's gonna be a blast.
Literally.
Yeah, I'm like an hour and a half away from the one my family decided to start going to, and I'm like, well, fun, but I don't want to drive this far too much.
Bit far.
Why did the music start? That's loud. I'm turning it off.
Oh, that's what's going
Doesn't
on.
get turned down.
That is. There we go.
Put it down to like 15. There we go.
Yeah, funny enough, I had it going through my speakers, and I'm like, why can't I hear anything? I hadn't cranked it or
Turns
anything.
it up. Why can't I hear anything? Turns it up more. I still can't hear anything.
No, at least I didn't do that. So, the ape gets back up.
Mm-hmm.
Turns to look at you.
You who?
All of you.
We are
I'm
in different
behind it.
areas.
I'm out of its field of view.
No, the way it landed, it can
Got
now...
eyes in the back of its head.
No, because of where it landed, it can turn and face all three of you now.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
It's on the opposite side of you. Oh, also, you notice that the cat is starting to actually disappear over the horizon. It's moving so fast. Luckily, the ape is not in between you and where the cat is going. So you do have a clear shot to run.
Right back to the village? Bad idea.
we would need to lead this away and then lose it and then get back to the village.
Whose turn is it?
There
were no turns.
This is not combat.
Oh, right. Probably for the best.
This is roleplay.
This is roleplay because there is no real combat right now. He hits you, you're dead.
You die.
Right. So,
Back away.
I mean, who's it? Basically, the last I recall was that both Flynn and Val were in the same location.
Yes.
But we can't I'm just making sure I understand the full synopsis, just to bring like the viewers back up to speed on things. Totally for the viewers. You understand?
Yes.
There really isn't any outrunning this thing. We've established that.
You were pretty confident in saying that we can't outrun it.
Yeah, you were pretty serious about that.
I mean,
No, good all wishy-washy. You said you cannot outrun this.
I mean,
your words.
It has a pace of 12.
Yeah, we cannot outrun this thing.
It also has a run die of a d12.
Right. So, what is the mechanical
Back
function?
away slowly.
My understanding was we're already in the fight. There is no back away slowly. It's out to smack some people.
Reposition backwards.
Tactical retreat.
Like I said, my understanding was we couldn't do that. Not really.
You can start backing away towards where Johan is. He's behind you in comparison to where the ape is.
Oh, and lead him to the injured party member?
Injured.
Well, I mean, not 100%.
Yes, lead the ape to the cripple. Great idea.
You know what? Do what you want.
I mean, I say we do back up, but in
trees.
separate directions. That way it has to focus on one, and then the others can get away, and then, I don't know. Good luck.
Yeah. Val, can I borrow your carving knife?
I slowly reach behind and hand it. No sudden movements.
Yep, and then with both in hand, we're gonna split. see who the ape goes after first, I guess.
So as you're handing off the knife, I need to make a very special roll because I think it's going to be hilarious.
And we die.
Does the handing over of the knife shine a light on the ape, causing it to go feral?
No, it doesn't go
sun
feral.
hits it and blinds it. It's
Oh, that's right. I need my bennies back. Sorry, I forgot. Oh, I have my 3. All right.
We are intimidated. Congratulations.
This thing.
You don't need to roll that.
I mean,
Shush! This thing stands up on its hind legs, belts out a roar. White lightning starts crackling around, coming out of its mouth, and ending in like tendrils of bluish white mist as it starts to dissipate around its head, and it just starts beating its chest. I need everybody to make a fear roll.
What roll is that?
That is a spirit roll.
That's
And
not good.
by the way, everybody, I'm decided we're bringing in a new book.
really.
Right.
Hulu?
So let me just go ahead and fail the spirit roll while you go ahead and...
Bring up.
Yep, there it is.
Was it a D4?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just like built different or something.
Not scared?
Okay, recover from being shaken. Got it. So you're not shaken. I will be rolling. Oh, come on.
So,
I want to point this out. I was queued up for a great shot there. Look at the actual dice rolls. Look at the actual dice on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You exploded on both and then rolled 1 on the exploded dice.
Yep.
that
Like, successful critical failure? Like, what does that mean?
So,
I want to crit just for that. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, you did succeed with a raise.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Against a 14?
That's not quite how it works. But,
Oh.
fear checks.
So, for the audience, would you care to explain how the rules work on this?
This thing created a fear effect via
Ah.
intimidation. You rolled against the fear effect, which is your standard target number
style
4.
roll. Gotcha. So, Val, you have another shot at this. I mean, just saying.
I could spend a penny, sure. And
Yeah.
roll worse, I'm sure. Let's try it.
Or
Okay.
fail, I'm sure.
Wow! I did better.
Yeah.
Dig deep.
All right, so you do not have to roll a d20.
To pass out. To faint.
How do you respond, the three of you, as this thing obviously is throwing its muscle around and trying to scare you?
I'm gonna take my advice to heart and back away.
Yeah, no. Keep
Yes,
going.
absolutely.
I just came out of the cave. I'm gonna backpedal back into the cave, out of sight of it.
I mean, we could make a break for the cave.
Is that what you're doing, Flynn?
The gorilla, the ape is between us and the cave, isn't
No.
it?
It's on
No?
the opposite side of you in the cave. That's how it could see
Oh, well,
all
why
three of
didn't-
you.
Well, why didn't you say so? We're gonna make a break for the cave.
Val, I
I had a
know.
very different understanding of our tactical positioning.
Let me open up MS Paint.
Yeah.
Val, are you also going to back towards the cave? Because it doesn't seem like... Okay.
I mean, I kind of have an issue if it follows us into an enclosed space that may not be good.
Oh no, that's gonna be great for us. We're smaller. We also get to turn into an art mural instead of just a skeleton on the side of the.
There you go.
Somewhere.
Just
Yeah.
a red smear on the canyon wall.
We'll be a cave painting.
As the three of you begin to back away, he lowers himself back down onto his knuckles and stares at you and snorts loudly. And then he moves a step closer.
We're
Well,
going to die from indifference, or from indecision.
I thought we were going into the caves.
Oh, okay.
And then he charges you.
Ah, I knew it.
But he stops just short of the cave entrance.
He's being a monkey.
Peter's like, this is like super accurate to like how real world apes behave.
I don't like caves.
Don't make eye contact.
I already broke that one.
He's being dominant. He's being a dominant ape.
For those that don't know much about gorillas, they do mock charges
Oh,
to see how
I'm not
how
really
they
a
react.
Gorillaologist.
Well, now you are.
Of course, my character has no idea about this because they have a smarts of D4. I'm just
Wait, did I
my own intelligence.
did I take any Gorilla 101 in academics?
You did,
Yes.
luckily. You had one class.
You realize this, it's trying to assert dominance here, and if you play your cards right, it could just leave you alone.
Oh, I'm overconfident, but not stupid and suicidal.
Yes. So, anything to relay to the rest of the idiot party?
Oh yeah. I'm still backing away into the cave. Just play along. Don't provoke it anymore. There's a time to fight, and now is not it.
Okay, so just be small, eyes lower, back up, that kind of stuff.
Was that talking, not just
Yes, I was talking. Sorry.
Yes, just don't provoke it. It's a big monkey.
Josh looks severely unimpressed.
No, I'm just waiting for stuff to happen as we dip into the cave.
As you do, it snorts again, turns around, and then... you know how you guys plan to carve the wyverns?
How dare.
I was thinking about it, but I didn't think it was going to get to happen.
He begins carving with his bare hands and eating them.
Well, we don't need the meat.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
eating them bone,
like-
scale, and everything.
Well then, so much
Yep.
for those. At least they're getting used.
Not to sound opportunistic, but we use the cave to get to the wyvern eggs if we can handle a few more of those wasps.
We
could
could
move more
possibly go
eggs.
get more eggs, but
I mean,
then again,
throwing
we
that
don't
out
know
there.
if the rest of the flock has returned upon, a giant monkey breaking into their nest and killing 2 of them. Professional suggestion, wait in the cave, lie low, wait for it to leave, and then we go back to town.
I concur. We've accomplished our objective. We'll go from there.
Dig around the cave, maybe, see if there's any useful minerals while we're here. No harm in wasting time.
no lollygagging.
If you wish, give me a survival. If you're actually going to search the caves.
Well,
Yeah.
here.
Why
Cave's
not?
right there. I failed, but...
Hey, I got a 5.
I'm unskilled.
That's a rock.
Guys,
Oh.
I found a rock.
So what? Oh, okay. Hold on.
Just the Charlie Brown. I got a rock.
I got a rock.
Oh.
I got to look up. Because you do find some mining areas, as it were. Here specifically, though, find malachite ore.
Okay.
About 6 veins of it.
Nice.
You do still have your pickaxes, should you choose to. Try and bring it back with you.
Yeah. Yeah, we
I
should.
thought that's what my survival role was.
That was for you. You found 6 separate veins, not actual ores. So you need to actually,
Oh.
you found some. You need to actually
Okay.
mine it now.
All right. What's the role for mining?
You know what the
Survival.
Wait, no, I don't think I did survival because mining.
Or was it athletics?
Yes, athletics.
I think last time it was just... we already knew their ore was there, so
Yeah.
we survivaled it to gather it.
Well, I'm changing. This one's definitely going to be athletics.
I
This has
altered the deal. Pray I do not alter it any further. Only 4.
Oh, you succeeded.
Still a success.
Does anybody else? There's multiple, so
Yep, I'm rolling it. It's just taking its sweet time to roll. Never mind.
I see a lot of pink dice.
I'm doing a little bit of digging, guys.
What are you? Please.
I'm doing
tunneling.
a little bit of digging.
Okay, so
I told you, I got an A+ in Geologists 101.
You just took the entire vein out
so
all at once.
You just hit it with a pickaxe once and get it out of the wall. There we go.
So you got 6. Or Peter.
Okay, I got 6.
2, 3, 4. And you get 12, Johan. Double the amount. These are roughly... This is a much denser material, so these are roughly about 2 pounds. Because I did about a pound for the iron, wasn't it?
I think so.
Something like that, yeah.
These are a little heavier.
2 pounds each. That's pretty good.
And this roughly happens over the span of 2 hours, just so you're aware. Mining doesn't exactly take a short
You don't
amount
just
of time.
hit it once and get your ore and then move on.
No, this is not that game.
This is Monster Hunter.
This is Monster Hunting.
Hunting. Oh, that's right.
If you remember, we're kind of like that one store. They don't have Lord of the Rings. They have
It's an Isengard.
Well, it's gonna say I'm over encumbered, but I don't think
Are
I
you, though?
am. Hold on, does my merit count for? No, it probably doesn't count for carrying, huh?
I can carry some of your ore if you wish, old man.
See, sweet. Why didn't it just like give me the? I have to pull the book up because it didn't like put the description in when I just dragged it onto the sheet. But no, I guarantee I'm going to be over encumbered because mine. It would put me up to 74 pounds, and it's a little too much.
I'm trying to see what my inventory. Where is my encumbrance?
It would be under gear.
Under gear? Oh, 25 out of 40. So, if I leave the hunting horn behind, I could carry a little more, but my real slow
Why?
in my leather jacket, which is I guess it's armor. I won't question it that much. So yeah, 40 minus 25, 15. So I could carry 7. Who's got the egg?
The cats that run away.
Right. Okay, so we're good there.
yes.
I'll go to the entrance of the cave and peek out and see if our monkey friend is still chomping.
No, he has completely finished 2 wyverns. There's nothing but gore and viscera left. And gristle. There's some gristle.
Well, he's gonna have a good nap.
Roll me notice, actually.
He shows up behind me.
Down and kill him.
7.
7. So as you exit, you see no sign of him. You see the gore and viscera, and then as you take a few steps out, you kind of look back up, and then you see off, not at the peak where you were, but one of the lower ridges, you do see an arm flopped out over the edge, and you see the slow rising and fall of what looks to be a chest.
How far away is it? And it's up, I assume?
Yes, it's up. You can't jump it. Let's just put it like that.
Yeah, maybe you can't.
Even an insect glaive can't.
I'd take 2 jumps.
Doing, doing. I just wanted to verify how far away or how quiet we need to be.
You can barely hear its snores. Just put it like that.
And it's probably pretty loud.
Is it starting to thunder out there?
Well, it seems to be taking a nap up on that cliff there. I think this is a good time to get.
Yeah, let's get out of here before the village sends a search party or something. Gets himself in trouble.
I wonder if it left any claws.
But let's go.
Yep, move.
Your trip back is thankfully forgettable.
Wow.
Whew.
Didn't we just leave the cave?
Wait, when did we get here?
It is one of those things where ever have that moment where you've been driving a while and then you suddenly realize you're driving and you're like, how am I not dead?
How did I get here? Yes.
Like, wow, that was unsafe. How did I?
I will just say Interstate 80 through Nebraska, it is literally just a straight shot. It's like 800, it's like 900 something miles. And like I stopped, so I parked on like the east side of Nebraska, and my entire trip was like all the way through. So I spent 11, like 10 and a half hours staring at a straight road. I mean, it's like, this is, I don't see how
This is
people
my
take a
life.
desert bus.
Yeah.
Anyway, carry on.
No, it's exactly that. You end up back at the village and you're just like, oh, we're
like
here.
waking up.
You smell a very pungent aroma. You can assume it's whatever they're doing to the egg.
Scrambled.
It doesn't seem to be scrambled.
Fried. Over easy.
They're just boiling it.
From a hard-boiled egg. A hard-boiled wyvern egg. Mmm.
The village elder eventually makes his way over, and you see him. It's like this cauldron in the center of town, almost, and you see him start bottling it up, and, he kind of lifts it. It's got this kind of iridescent... It almost glows yellow. And then that is when he notices the three of you. Ah, good. You have returned. Was surprised when the cat showed up without you.
They didn't tell you what we were dealing with.
More delayed.
Yeah.
Delayed how?
We had some
large
to sort out.
Large creature made its presence known.
There are also two less wyverns in that nest.
Burgundy undercoat with tufts of bluish white.
And electric everywhere. Yeah.
Yes, we call him the Old One. Been around here, longer than we have. Which is problematic because this is a little early for his visit, as it were. I don't want to say migration. He's always somewhat in the region, but he never goes to the mountains early in the year.
Is it maybe a change in his behavior for some reason? I don't know why that would happen.
That would be your area of expertise.
Yes,
do we
but
know a species? Where we can look around. Where is our friend Margaret? Where are her and her books? Is she exactly where we left her? Probably.
Yes. Yes, most definitely.
We can ask her potentially.
The Old One, as I've mentioned, is older than we've been in this area. Sort of an apex creature of the area. We generally have to go into the cave system I mentioned once a year, because usually after he goes to the mountains, he comes down into the forest. And as he kind of looks at the mountains, turns exactly 180 and looks at the forest, and then looks back at you and shrugs. Not 100. Not 100%.
Why would you build your village right in between where you know he's going to be?
We didn't know at first.
Okay, but you knew eventually.
People get attached to the land.
Yeah,
and then they get
just move, just down the road. Like the grass is the same down there. This is a savanna, basically, right?
Yes, and to be quite fair, not 100% of time does he parade through the middle of town. Sometimes he does make a berth around the town. Sometimes he doesn't. So honestly, just as long as we're in this, and he kind of gestures at the savannah, we're kind of in his path. He doesn't have, you don't see his footprints in the ground, do you? Where he's walked his way through several times? No. It's just...
How often does he go back and forth?
As stated, roughly about once a year, but usually once it gets a bit colder, still in the summer months. So he's at least an entire season early.
I mean, usually when a creature migrates early, generally something's chased it out of its normal grounds.
Okay, I want to stop you right there. You've seen him.
Yes.
What do you think could chase him out, and how bad that would be?
Exactly. That's what worries me.
Yeah.
I'm just talking general, habits, monster habits.
At this point, he walks over to you, Johann, and he places the glowing yellow elixir tonic in your hand.
That looks.
That should do you good.
I can't say I have heard of such a recipe, but well, I suppose the worst thing it can do is die of diarrhea out here in the middle of the wilderness. Probably better than being eaten to death, though. So I will drink it.
We'll drink it.
I will take a swig.
Please describe it.
I will take a sip to make sure it doesn't kill me first.
It's essentially it tastes like kombucha.
Oh,
I don't know.
That's a sharp flavor.
But how would you describe it, Peter, for Gavin who doesn't know?
I don't know what is.
It's like a really strong sauerkraut.
It is the textbook. It is the Webster's dictionary for pungent.
Yeah. I hate sauerkraut. They put it on everything around here. Everything has sauerkraut, and I'm like, this tastes like shit.
I like sauerkraut.
I like sauerkraut too.
I can't do it.
But can your character?
Yeah, I mean, he's probably fine. I mean, we eat weird monsters.
You've eaten worse.
Yeah, it's oh boy, steak with poison gland infusion because we nicked it during the hunt. Don't mind if I do.
And then some of these mushrooms I found on a tree.
Yeah. Ooh, random mushroom. I think I'll crush it into a liquid and drink it.
So, why don't you give me a vigor roll?
That one, he fails and dies.
In that one, I choke it.
Please recover your lost point of strength.
Woohoo!
You're mute. We see lips moving, no sound.
I didn't speak loud enough, probably be picked up. I just went, wow.
Wow.
Also,
Wow.
because of this, you get a freebie here. You get to... I keep wanting to use the term re-roll, but you don't roll for your edges, but you get another pick to replace the soldier edge if you so desire.
I'll take a peek later.
Yeah. So
I could just wear heavy armor now with soldier.
So, I have some concerning news from, well, not from, but about your friend.
Margaret?
Margaret?
Tallow.
No.
Don't tell me the monkey got him.
Oh, I mean, okay, friend is a stretch, but sorry.
We work together?
Okay, your co-worker then. Is that better?
What's the news?
Yeah.
So, you remember the caves I mentioned?
Did he get lost in the caves?
No. Is trapped in the caves.
So he's not dead.
No, he's not dead. At least, not yet.
Cave in or monster?
Monster. Something's moved in.
You have an idea what?
Yes. It's a creature somewhat native to this area.
It's only somewhat native.
We call it Saltataru.
Salad bar? What?
Saltator.
Saltator? What?
It's a native name. Of course we're not
Anyway.
gonna know it.
Sorry, dialogue's a little weird.
It is known by the blue petals it drops when it moves. It is a spider, for lack of a better word, grown to massive scale, coated in beautiful blue flowers. However, these flowers are not natural.
I think we ran into it earlier on in our expedition. Not directly, but its signs.
Yeah.
Usually they hide in the caves in the mountains. What it's doing this far out?
Probably because there's a big monkey that chased it out.
Could be.
We saw it in the jungle. What's it doing now in the savannah? Well,
he kind of grabs the bridge of his nose. Something is going on here, and well, I'm gonna ask the three, hopefully still to be 4 of you, to figure it out.
All right. Well, priority is rescue, I assume. Can't just leave Tallow down there by himself.
Hey. So, we ready to move out?
Well, is there anything else we need to know about this Salatar, whatever you said it was? Habits, strengths, weaknesses.
It is rather elegant and quick. It likes to surprise its foes, and the petals are from a plant native around here. Their pollen, which collects on their leaves, gives them an almost iridescent blue. Once the pollen falls off, the petals themselves are just blue, very muted blue. However, that pollen is used as a neurotoxin, causes paralysis.
Alrighty, so don't breathe it in. Good to know.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
He raises a finger. About that. It's not. It's contact. It's absorbed through the skin almost immediately.
So don't touch it.
Don't let it touch you.
Don't get touched by it. Yeah.
And this is pollen.
Yes.
Which,
that's how strong this. It's mostly coating the leaves. Or the petals, let me rephrase.
Is there some kind of cloth, or I mean, I know our armor is going to protect us for the most part, but could we do like a head wrapping or something to try and prevent, specifics?
That is up to you on how you wish to approach that. That is feasible. I would obviously worry about strenuous activity while wearing a cloth over your face.
Should be fairly damp in the caves. Cooler.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
We would have to play it. We'd have to play it. We would have to fight conservatively, carefully. No, too much movements. Not a whole lot of running. make it come to us or approach it slowly.
And it's an ambush predator, as mentioned.
Oh, well, even better. It'll come to us quickly.
When we least expect it.
Yep. So we always expect it. That's the key.
Then it'll never come after us.
We don't know if it's that smart.
I will say the creature that you have faced before is vastly more intelligent than one of these.
Oh, well.
You good? You good there, Josh?
Yeah, I gotta sit down. My back's killing me.
And
Looks
now
like Kevin.
And now we watch the standing desk slowly lower.
Hmm.
We can definitely use this for a meme or something.
Riveting.
Well, if it's in the caves, it's not very smart, very animalistic. We might just be able to smoke it out, fight it on open ground.
Yeah, I would be concerned about smoking out tallow, though.
Oh, yeah, no, that won't work.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, not a great idea. Never mind, ignore me.
Although fighting it in open ground would be preferable than, pollen dust in a cave. So if we can lure it out, that'd be better, I think.
I mean, I don't think it's that dumb.
Well, what if we dump
Tell you what, let's go
pile of
ask
meat at the mouth of the cave and see if it comes out.
Let's go ask our resident monster expert.
Yeah. Yeah.
Johan, give us your academics. No, I'm kidding.
I'm not the resident monster.
Speaking of Margaret.
Well,
I was speaking to the camp waifu Margaret.
In Spider 101, I can't remember much about Spider 101.
Got 8 legs.
There are 8 pillars to Spidernomics.
8 pillars, but how do they line up? Is it an octagon or is it some variety of dual trapezoid?
I guess it would be kind of trapezoidal, yeah. Anyway, let's go talk to Margaret,
Yes.
She is where she always is. I guess we'll just call it the library because that's what it's turned into. She was able to find a caravan that came through, actually. One of the other villages sometimes trade supplies with us. And they apparently had some books, and she nearly lost her mind.
So there are other villages around here.
Not... You can walk, but we're talking a sizable distance. Not an easy, hop, skip, and a jump.
I mean, it's still good to know. So she got some new books then.
Let's just say they had roughly 500. She took about 367.
Oh, what kind of caravan is walking around with that many books?
Big caravan?
Yeah.
Fallout caravan.
Might be
inventory.
It's a more nomadic tribe. Anyways, maybe the caravan is their village.
Is the village?
Potentially. Anyways.
A village. Well, she's going to be busy for a while, so we should probably try and distract her before she gets too deep into it.
Open the door again.
As you open the door, you remember how I described that room before?
Vaguely. Pretty threadbare.
Yeah, now you really can't see anything because of the amount of books piled up. Her work desk though is rather meticulous. It's only got maybe like 5 books on it, and then her big ledger.
I'm gonna ignore all of the books because I think it would be funny if we just didn't pay attention to them.
And you can tell she has not moved from this spot to sleep. She is. You don't even need a notice roll. You see the ledger that she's been writing in. On the page just under the one that she's currently writing on, you see this massive black splotch. And you see ink all down the side of her face. She legitimately slept on something she had just written. She hasn't even bothered to wash her face.
Is it like words or just a splotch?
It's a splotch because she kind of moved around in her sleep.
I'm
gonna
going
like
to
point
grab,
at this. Oh no, go ahead.
I'll handle this. I'll talk to her. Y'all can. I think some of those books over there have pictures. Y'all can, look at
I
those.
can read.
You
I like
say
the
that to
books.
that to the one with academics.
I went to college, son.
I've seen a college.
The College of Big Sword.
I didn't finish at the academics branch of it. I went into hunting, but I did, at least take the
A is
prereqs.
for arbalist, a defense of our town. B is for ballista. B is for bowgun. Oh, sorry. No.
Of both of light, medium, and heavy varieties. Anyways, sorry.
C is for change axe.
Charge axe.
Change axe.
Charge axe? Okay, whatever. But
chain
no,
axe.
Charge
yeah,
blade.
it's the new-
Oh, charge
it's the
blade.
new weapon.
I'm grabbing something that can
Oh, yeah, it's a
pass
switch
for
axe.
cleaning it, a rag or whatever.
They should add a chain axe. We should have.
I'm going to subtly attempt to wake Margaret without.
Oh no, she's
startling
awake.
her.
She's awake now.
Oh,
She still just has the smudge as she's writing.
yeah. I'm just gonna say, "Hey there, someone's been busy."
She looks up. She has bags under her eyes. What day is it?
I would like to spend a PowerPoint to utilize the what is it? There's something in the Monster Hunter universe. It's like coffee, basically. It prevents sleep. Or am I thinking of paralysis? Nullberry?
I don't think there's anyone that. I mean, I know there
I'm
are.
thinking of cold. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of hot drink.
Yeah, hot
drink and cold
drink.
Yeah, this is not that problem.
No.
Never mind. Right.
There's energy drink, but that's for fatigue.
Fine, I'll use that.
I'm
I'm looking her over. I'm trying to see does she have points of fatigue?
Roll me a notice, and that'll tell me how I'm going to answer this question.
6.
She currently has 3 points of fatigue.
I would like to attempt to assist and reduce it.
That is relief. That is the power relief.
That's the power of the sun. No.
Bloody D.
And of course, relief is not one of them that I pulled over. My apologies while I grab this.
It's just a power activation, and success is 1 point, raises 2.
Yeah, I just figured I'd add it.
It's probably a survival roll like every other power we use.
What do we attach? Can I just attach it to healing because this will be essentially coffee?
Yes, in this case, this would be healing. Generally speaking, your powers in combat, though, are whatever your combat stat is, so fighting. Just to counteract what Gavin's saying, because he's running his mouth again.
Just depends on the power.
No. Heal was healing. Relief was eating a steak and cooking it. That was survival. You told me this at the start.
Yes, but he's not cooking a steak now, is he?
You know what? I'm gonna Benny that.
You know what?
Never mind.
I went to college, son.
That's a 5.
All right, that's a point
That
of
helps a
fatigue. She's now
little
down.
bit.
Yeah, she's now down to 2 as she drinks the coffee. You
Yeah.
know, the juice that makes you dash. There we go. The juice that makes you dash.
What direction?
Fun
It
juice.
depends.
Depends on if you're using dual blades. She
The
kind
dual
of
blade users, they're so greedy. They take all the wounds. I need them. The Kinsect thirsts for wounds.
she does perk up a little bit. She and then rubs her eyes. Thank you for that. I've heard about tallow. There's rifling through the couple of different books she has out. Do you need to know anything specific, or has the elder already told you everything I've told him?
Let's just focus on what we need to do to find Tallow, or to recover him. So,
We're thinking of baiting it, trying to bait it out of the caves. Potential possibility, or are we just going in and trying to fight it in there?
What was gonna be your plan for baiting?
I figured we'd just dump a whole bunch of meat in front of the mouth of the cave and waft the smell in, and maybe it'll come out.
That will not work. It only.
What about a deer?
A deer
Like
would a deer would only work for maybe 20 seconds. This creature, its hunting habits are it captures prey, drags it back using its flowers, paralyzes it, and you can tell she's speaking almost like a robot. Her mind is still very, very tired, so she's like kind of like that automatic writing, but she's automatic speaking.
I'm just gonna place hand and say, it's okay. Take a chance, or take a moment. Breathe. You got this. You've been working really hard for us, and I really appreciate the effort you're putting into gathering as much knowledge as you can for us. It means a lot. And I'm going to attempt to inspire her.
Okay.
This will help with basically inspire smarts, is what I'm going with. Which is weird because it's still a battle thing, but. Which is also smarts, so I guess it kind of. Oh, come off. I mean, okay, it's a +1.
Still works.
Yeah, you succeed.
Yeah.
All right, so she's gonna, I guess. Well, no, she already kind of knew this, but it is gonna help her kind of focus her thoughts a little bit more. So, this thing is an ambush predator, and she kind of closes her eyes as she uses that to kind of focus her mind. It captures its prey, drags them back to wherever it's nesting, sticks them in its webs, and then eats to feed off them while they are still alive. There's some records, and she kind of flips through one of the books, records of victims being alive until they die of dehydration, essentially.
So what if we captured like some herbivore, tied it up outside the cave, and when it comes out for it, we ambush it? Maybe we can't bait it completely out, but we can still maybe get a first hit in on it.
You would
Thinking
only
along.
you would only get one hit because it would retreat immediately back.
What if we got a big like wall that we like set up out at the top of the cave, so when it comes out, we drop it, block the cave off?
I think you've been
We may
watching,
not have the time to build such a device.
I think you've been watching too many children's puppet shows.
Oh, come on. They use this in the arenas back home.
You've been watching too many children's puppet shows. She sticks with her answer there.
You know what?
Outside of that, this thing generally fights like a dancer. It spins on its legs, which in some cases, if it spins fast enough, it'll eject. No, that's not shake off, maybe is the better word. The flowers that cling to its forget what.
Abdomen,
No, I don't think that's correct.
thorax, booty.
It would be abdomen. Abdomen's correct.
I knew it.
Yeah, I had to look. I'd be like, what are the parts of a spider? And then obviously once those get into the air, they're pretty light, so they flutter for a while before they finally touch the ground. If they touch you, they're a non-zero chance of paralysis. Some people do have higher resistances to it, so you might be able to resist a few of them touching you, but you could just be unlucky and get, paralyzed at the very first touch.
Give a side eye to Johan. Because he's most likely going to get it.
All right.
I'm in thoughts thinking, how can I jump through all of the pollen and not get hit?
Okay, so sufficient cloth might help with resistance, but what I was, and we don't have to worry about stepping on it because we have pretty thick gear for that. Hands and feet and all that are protected. It's eyes, mouth, nose that I'm really worried about.
What if we lit it on fire?
If you light it on fire, I mean, it is flower petals.
You told me we can't use fire in the cave. We're gonna smoke tallow out.
You wanted to smoke him out. That's different than lighting it on fire.
And if we light it on fire, the smoke's in the cave.
Smoke is an after effect.
Gentlemen, I have an idea. We we have our helmets that'll help some, but if we want total protection when the flower petals fall, I don't know, we put buckets over our head. That was kind of the premise of where it's going. I'm sorry. I really wanted this to sound smarter than it sounds.
You want me to fight with a bucket on my head?
Only when it starts spewing petals everywhere.
I don't think that's gonna be.
Yeah. I tried. Okay.
Isn't that just a helmet?
Yeah, but we don't all have helmets.
Its abdomen is exceptionally weak to slashing damage, if that helps.
Well, I got my big slasher.
It does.
If you can find a way to stun it, that would also probably be a good tactic.
Yeah. We'll do what we can. I can definitely stun it.
It is not affected by sonic blasts. Well, at least not in a debilitating way. It'll still hurt it, I would think, but it doesn't do anything outside of that.
It'll be blinded?
I was gonna hit it.
Yes.
With the horn. I was gonna bludgeon it to stun it.
Oh, well.
I don't just make noise,
I don't know. You slaughtered like 40 deer.
And they ate the deer.
And I honestly don't think 40 is the correct number. I think every time the townspeople tell it, the number gets higher.
Yeah, I really should do something about that. I don't want people thinking I'm like, yeah.
I thought you were encouraging it.
Much. No. I'd rather be known not for wiping out an entire herd of deer.
Oh, and then she has a sudden moment of realization and points behind her. Kept your hat safe.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate it.
Hey, you could use your hat in this fight to keep all the petals from off your head. like an umbrella.
Oh no.
I'm gonna take the hat and I just dip. Like I take that whole thought in mind and I just take it. Margaret, thank you very much. Val, you're a genius, and I'm just gonna dip.
Oh God! Let's go after him.
Where are you heading?
The armor smith.
You're gonna armorize your hat.
Blacksmith, I need your strongest headwear.
Armor seller, I'm going into battle, and I need leather on this.
I can't handle my strongest leather.
He looks at you like
Just-
My strongest leather is only for the strongest necks, and your neck is not of the strongest.
It's clearly of the weakest.
I hate you guys. I was fine until the neck part, and then that's what got me.
My leathers are too heavy for you, traveler.
You are all idiots. And
Yep,
I am
I have a
supremely
D4 smarts.
I am supremely proud of you all. Outside of this is not the most outrageous request this blacksmith has ever heard.
That terrifies me.
Hey, you should ask them about the story.
The story?
Let's just say it involves leather and something that the client called a bad dragon, and let's move on.
Okay.
Demonetized. I'm completely broken right now. Sorry. You shattered my concentration there with that. Now I'm off the rails. Yes, he's able to take some of the leather that was obtained from the deer, which he tells the story again, and now it's up to 70.
You know, really wasn't that much, and trust me, I was there.
Oh, you're being modest at this point. You don't need to be modest.
Well, but the fame comes from the personality, not from the deeds. It's, you know, just here to help. Anyway, moving on.
Your hat now has a little bit of leather armoring to it. It counts as armor. It counts as whatever you had for your hat to begin with. Whatever you had for your headgear.
I am adding the combat sombrero to my headpiece.
I completely forgot we made a joke about that, and now I've just allowed it. Damn it.
You have canonized it.
Oh, damn. I was tricked. Bamboozled.
You've legitimized it.
So, what is next? Are you heading down to the caves?
Let's go pull some legs off a spider.
That's really mean. So,
It's a big spider.
yeah, it is.
Do you think if we like boiled the legs, would it be like crab or?
Probably. There's spider crab. That's pretty good.
They're horrifying, by the way.
But they taste good.
Sure, but they're still horrifying to look at.
As you guys come back in town, I am where it is like an armor reinforced. It has a strap. It has proper headgear. It is meant to be used on expeditions, and it is, you know, it will protect the head from the whole dripping pollen thing. Very similar to an umbrella.
It's not gonna get like caught on anything, is it? Probably is. Will it fit
We'll
through doors?
cross that bridge when it happens.
Or do you have to tilt your head?
It is leather, so it does have some bend to it.
Well, then it's
Yeah.
not really armor.
I'm sorry. Padded armor has bend to it, and it is strictly armor.
Yeah.
All right.
If leather armor can be armor, then my combat sombrero is a viable headpiece.
So,
Alrighty, to the caves. That way? That way. That way? Way.
hello, everybody.
Oh, look, a map. We're here already.
Yeah, I mean, the trek isn't very hard. The Elder shows you the way, shows you the entrance.
Is that a fish? That is a fish.
I was hoping you would put like shadows and like at least the walls and stuff.
I've had a busy week.
You've had a busy week, yeah.
However, I have made things invisible that need to be invisible.
Okay, fair enough.
There's a dude there. Is he a painter?
Yeah, because there was a joke I was going for, an Easter
It's
egg,
like a spear.
but it was only going to be relevant if it went that direction. So
Was it? Oh, okay.
He's playing solitaire, it looks like. Doesn't look like he's winning.
And then is that a stopwatch? That's a really big stopwatch. What is that? A plate?
Whoa, everybody's like zoomed in super far, and it's
Like a pot or something?
okay, so it was.
Sorry, you've included details. We're gonna look at the details.
We were just looking at the details while he was narrating.
Yes,
All
well,
right,
I'm yeah. Well, no, it's not that. So this map did not
looks good.
print really the way that I wanted it to. It didn't quite come out right.
What's
That
this
is
blue
not
turquoise
watch.
area?
It's supposed
Water.
to be.
Oh, that water. Okay.
What it's supposed to be is a bit of a crocheted logo and a reference to the source that I got all of these map assets from. So.
and that is actually okay. Just for everybody's, when I was explaining this map, I made the reference of blackjack, beer, and hookers.
Oh, so he's playing blackjack over there.
I'm guessing that's the blackjack reference.
Yep.
And where's the beer? The keg?
That was I gave it to him as story ideas.
Yeah.
And then this skeleton over at the entrance is the dead hooker tried to escape?
No, the hooker's somewhere else.
That would be over here. Notice the fishing kit.
The fishing kit.
The tackle. Well, you can't see because the resolution is so bad, but it's supposed to be
Okay. Tackle box. Okay.
And that's on me. That's on me. I didn't want to send a 3 gigabyte 8K image, but it turns out we kind of need to for this system for this.
That's fine.
So
We don't need to zoom in that far. We were just
quite a few bodies in here.
I will tell you the joke when we. I'll tell you the other things when we finish because I don't want to risk it actually being spoiler stuff because I don't actually know what he's done. I just gave him the map.
So, as you enter in, you do see.
Yeah.
Hold on.
What is it?
Stop. So, the very first thing you notice is the amount of spider webs in this area and the amount of corpses. A lot of them human as well. It seems like this thing maybe has been here a little bit longer than the Elder has let on. And you do see trappings such as this thing that Peter is highlighting and desperate to know. That do seem to indicate that it was definitely used by people. Probably by the village to do whatever it is they needed doing. You also notice copious amounts of blue mushrooms all over the place.
Yoink. Loot, loot, loot.
Would you like to make me a survivor?
focus.
Yes, as we pass, everyone knows as you're hunting a thing, you pick up all the shrooms on your way. Survival. Where's my character? There they are.
Find your character within.
So I had closed it. 7. Give me mushrooms.
Okay, you're gonna get.
I'm going to let them loot Gremlin, and I am going to focus a little more on the not
I'm
dying
focusing
thing.
on the hunt.
Is Tallow looting as well?
I don't know why it had me roll as Tallow. That was weird.
It's
How
just
many
last
talos
year
did I loot?
selected.
You
Um,
got 6 mushrooms, but yeah, no. Just ignore that. I don't know why I did.
right. I am going to focus on, keeping an eye out.
Give me a notice roll.
Yeah, I'm thinking notice, and I'm thinking I might want to attempt to do an agility thing here, but one thing at a time. Yeah, never mind. About that +2 to never fail a notice roll feat.
You see, cave. Delicious cave. I don't know why it's delicious, but it is.
Delicious. I wanna look at this trappy thing.
It looks like it's some sort of banner that would have been used for a celebration some time ago, but it's now covered in viscera and dried blood.
Oh, lovely.
However, you do look down and you see that it's jumpable. You could legit jump down there if you so chose.
Oh, it's a cliff. Okay.
It's a cliff.
Yeah.
Let's not jump down the hard route to get back up.
I mean, it could use this banner as like a rope to climb back up, right?
I think that was supposed to be a spike wall, but my bad. It's whatever the DM wants.
It looks like it's one of those festive little banners that you put up on
Yeah.
the eaves.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to. How far down is it?
It's only like 10 feet.
Oh well, I'm gonna use the rope on the banner, and
Like you
carefully
legit
go
could just jump it and be fine.
I could. I don't trust my rolls, but I could.
I wouldn't even have required a roll for this.
Oh well, that doesn't stop me from doing it overly dramatically. But no, I'm just gonna down here, and I will. I'm gonna say, everyone, remember to stay sharp. Don't get overly distracted. Don't focus on any. Stop focusing on the shiny blue things everywhere.
But they're so shiny and blue.
And I would like to attempt to bolster agility, because I know, that's like fighting and everything. So, come on.
Nice.
That is with
Great.
raise +2 to all agility rolls.
Nice.
All agility rolls are now at a +2.
Except the spider, 'cause screw it.
Oh yeah. I figured. Okay.
Privately rolled some dice. Not so private if you tell us.
It is private because you don't actually see what it is.
Okay, fine. I
You're
guess
like,
I'll
I
join.
hate that. I'm legit, Peter. I hate this.
Yes, so we're going down. I assume we don't want to split up, do we? I assume
No.
not.
Dude,
No?
Is it an ambush predator? No.
If it wasn't for the fact I know you guys are going to run off at the first shiny object, I'd require us all to, tether to each other so that if it tries to grab one, it, has to deal with all of us. But I know better than that.
Cool. I'm going down. Johan, you have to come down now.
We could go the other way.
I mean,
Whatever.
You
We'll
see-
slide down the.
Yeah, you see the path to your left is you'd have to swim a little bit. The water might be deep enough for you to wade through, but you'd be wading through like at your neck.
and it's probably really cold because it's cave water.
And then your path forward, you either jump the side there or you have to go through a literal wall of webs.
We have
could
sharp
Cut
objects.
that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying you could.
Oh, that reminds me. I'm going to give the carving dagger back to Val.
Oh, yeah.
Admittedly, I was going to try to use it to stab the gorilla thing's ankles and, hamper it so y'all could get away. But that didn't seem to be necessary. and I totally didn't spend all week thinking that's how this was going to go down. Moving on.
Oh, I had a plan. I was gonna run up and I was gonna try to like cut out like the flame sack from the wyverns and like stick some poison glands in it and make like some noxious chemical weapon and huck it at it so we could run away.
Poison bomb.
I was gonna try to like tear gas it.
My players resorting to war crimes as usual.
It's not a war crime. It's a monkey. It started it.
All right, I'm gonna cut through these webs here.
Give me a fighting roll.
Ooh, fighting. Them's fighting words. I'm good at fighting. Just enough.
You cut through it, but it's surprisingly tough to cut through.
Almost like webs are meant to hold these big things.
Yeah.
How tall are these caves? I assume we're not crouched.
No, so the area where you're at right now is roughly about 20 feet to the ceiling.
Pretty big cavern.
And then where you were, it was only about 10 feet to the
Okay.
And
Okay.
this path kind of goes up a little bit, so obviously there's variations of levels here.
Okay, well, this way's clear, unless you guys want to go a different way.
That's probably our best option, truthfully.
Forward, eyes sharp. Do we see any of like the petals? Like, is this the right spot? Are we in the right cave?
I kind of would like to keep an eye out for petals.
We should.
Here, not so much. As you look up a bit further ahead, the floor is almost completely littered with them.
Like up in the direction.
Yes, that you're heading.
Okay.
Also, I think.
Weapons drawn, gentlemen. Advance slowly, not in a line, but like checkered formation.
Checkered formation? I don't
This doesn't
understand
work
that.
when we only got 3 people.
That would be a delta formation.
We
We don't speak military unless it's military time, and
I don't
even
think
then
checker
barely.
is real, but it was like you advance. You stand in a checkerboard, so like if cavalry runs into you, you're not like completely bowled over.
I know V
Or no,
formation.
that's the wrong way. No, you want like a checkered loose formation for like against arrows. Never mind. So cavalry, you want a spear wall.
Inverted V, basically.
Yeah.
Ah. All right. Well, I'm going up here.
All right.
Slowly but surely. Eyes everywhere.
I haven't seen Flynn/Tim move recently, so
I mean, I'm following, keeping an eye out, following behind, even though I know this is terrible.
Creep up,
Creep forward.
creeping
All right.
forward until we hit the cutscene.
Can I look for problems again?
and pause.
Nope, there we go. Val's dead. Bye, everyone.
Mandatory cutscene.
No.
The scene
Skip.
Son of a...
Nope, cutscene time, everybody.
Hold start to skip. This is just the ecology video where it comes down and
You were to get any of those in the new game?
No.
It's just like the story cutscene. Like I kind of miss the Rise ones. They were kind of fun.
I don't remember the Rise ones.
It would like hype up the monster, then you would like kill it in 5 minutes, and like, oh, I forgot this was like the second monster of the game.
We are now going to do a little bit.
Death.
Combat.
Metal.
music.
Rip and tear till it is done. I mean, there's only us on the thing here. Are we fighting each other? Who is my enemy?
Hold on. As it gets as it gets the drop.
Altator.
I'm noticing I'm standing next to it again.
Solitaire, we meet again.
Yes, unfortunately, you are the one standing next to it.
I'm noticing,
It's okay, you're a soldier. Just soldier on. You can do this.
All right.
He's gonna lose that vigor die again, isn't he?
Did you bring any more of that egg potion with you?
If I get one shot again, I may just have to resign.
Oh, hold on. Oh. I accidentally put syntax error, sorry. Sorry, everybody, syntax error.
Oh no. Don't you hate when that happens? It's still rolling privately.
That's fine, I guess.
No, it's fine. That is a 10, which hits. So I will roll damage.
1 million damage. Jeez! I was joking.
Would you like to soak?
No, I would like to leave the campaign and go eat dinner.
So Gavin is disconnected.
Yes, I think I will click the soak button.
Let's see, what do you get?
It's still.
I think I will re-roll the soak button.
Shaka.
Would you like to try?
Third time. Go for 3.
It's not like I'm getting back up in this combat, so I might as well spend all my bennies.
Oh, there's an 8.
And you're still up at this point.
You are up.
Holy shit. Goodness, my friend.
Anyway, that was its first attack.
That was also with it having like the drop. So, Val, this thing descends from the ceiling and you witness it lightning quick, a leg just shoot out and stab straight into Johan's shoulder. And then just as quickly as it struck, the leg is pulled out.
And
That seems to be a common theme.
It's got 7 more legs.
It's got 7 more legs. Okay. Well then, I'm going to
attack 8.
I need to close distance and kill it quickly. Go here. And then wait, where's my there it is. My bar. With my greater sword.
Oh, did you really name
I named it greater sword, yes.
it? You?
I get +2 for your buff, right?
Yes. +2 to fighting.
Fighting. Woo! Just hit. Alrighty. So trying to hit the leg that hit my friend, and I don't do enough damage to it. It kind of clings off the edge.
Okay.
And then I have to end my turn.
Oh, look at whose turn it is.
Whose turn is it? It's not showing up on the bar.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know why it's doing that. I've told it to show.
Should be Tim Flynn, right?
Nope, it is not.
But he rolled he pulled a 5. How is he?
The creature rolled a 10.
Oh, we don't see it on the bar.
Yeah,
It's hidden.
I'm trying to figure out why it's doing that because I have it set to be visible now. But yeah,
You would have to re-roll. It might come back on the next
yeah, maybe.
round, but
So
yeah.
we're gonna just roll a fighting roll against Val here. It's not gonna hit.
Also,
Counterattack! I can counterattack it.
Go ahead, and then I will roll
Can-
its second attack.
Oh well. I was gonna say, because it
Yeah.
wasn't attacking you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
It was attacking Val.
Okay, what in the?
What?
You rolled.
You rolled damage.
I rolled to hit and then I rolled damage.
Oh, I'm sorry. I am
You see his counterattack or
Fine.
something?
Yes, I have counterattack.
sorry.
So as it lashed out, I quick parry and slash down with my big ass sword, and hopefully cut that leg off. Again, I can only counterattack once.
Yeah, it has 2 attacks.
I don't have improved counterattack yet.
All right, Flynn, you're up.
Okay. I mean, I'm gonna try to interpose myself between Johan and the spider thing. Can I just do like a 5-foot shove, or is that an action?
That would be an action.
I'm not shoving. I'm getting in between them.
Okay. Well, then that's not an action.
Yeah. And following up on Val's slash, I mean, it's above me, so I guess I'm just gonna golf swing straight up and hope I have enough momentum here. With my slightly better hunting horn. I somehow hit. But it doesn't. I don't have the momentum to get a squish.
You poke it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Johan.
Johan, you're back in. You're not shaken.
Oh. Well, maybe
You are hurt now.
Is this the first time? Yeah. Is this the first time I've gotten to attack this campaign? It might be, actually. Which is an interesting thought.
Also, there are technically your roll was actually a 7. Hit. Just so you're aware. Or sorry, no, sorry. Your roll was technically a 10 to hit because you have gang up.
I do?
Because Val is also in melee combat with it.
Oh.
Which
Did it
means
not? Oh, it doesn't count that automatically.
no, it doesn't.
Okay, didn't know that. Good to know.
So Johan, you get a +2 as well, which counteracts the -2 that you get for your wound.
And a +2 for the agility. So
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm gonna back up and use my weapon reach to my advantage here.
Yeah. Basically, you have a +4 on this.
Yeah. And we're gonna try and take a jab at it here.
we'll go with a stick.
Could be the most anticlimactic fight ever. Who knows?
All right, 1 round.
Modifier 4 then, so fighting, it should theoretically roll.
You hit.
I click the damage button, roll nothing.
All right.
Okay. I'm just gonna clatter off the kite and be sad.
Your turn.
Oh, and end my turn. And end my turn. And click the button to end my turn. And
Okay, there
There
we
it
go.
goes. It's still not showing up.
Yeah, and I see that. I'll let you. Luckily, it goes after everybody else because everybody pulled a face card, with the exception of it.
Okay. Right. I mean, I'm just gonna try again. That's all I got. No, I mean, I guess I have other more creative things.
Poke it with
slightly,
the stick.
But
He doesn't have a stick. He has a club.
I'm going
Yes.
to attempt to dislodge it and knock it prone.
Okay.
Ooh.
So I am going to make it resist with smarts because I'm going to faint.
Oh, okay.
You see Flynn, he comes up and the spider is ready, but I don't swing for the spider. I swing for the part, like the stalagmite?
Tight
Yeah.
as the top.
Tight that it's like partially clinging onto in an attempt to dislodge it. So that will be my fighting at +4 versus its smarts.
And we already know it's not a smart monster.
So that's... Are we sure? Okay.
Got worried on that D4 there, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Thankfully, it has a -2 as well, because of wounds.
Yeah. So is that with a raise or just a beat?
That is with a raise. It's wait, hold on. No, yeah, it's with a raise because you beat it by over 4. You beat it by 6.
Yep. Okay. So yeah, you see the stalactite come down. I don't know. I'm assuming it. I don't get the benefit of it landing on said spider, but
No.
but
I'm just using. I don't have a way to give something prone automatically, so I just use stun to give it prone.
fair. There's not a prone?
Well,
Yeah.
I think in my combat bar there is, but I'm just talking about like on the character sheet because that's where I was looking.
Oh, just right click it. You can just right click the token, and then on the top right there's the status effects, and it'll show you like common status effects, and you can just pick that.
Right click, top right. Oh, assign status effect. Okay.
Yeah. It's very nice.
Okay.
And then I end my turn.
All right, Val. Yeah, this thing is prone.
It is prone, a nice, big, easy, soft
I'm gonna-
target, maybe.
It's gonna die this turn.
It's gonna die. Well, yeah, it's going to die. So I get ready to swing the sword. Ooh, and I hit it. It doesn't damage much, but it shakes it apparently.
You have shaken
Oh yes,
it.
and then I have shaken it, held it up like a shake it.
Finish it off, Johan.
You got too much faith in me, man.
You can do it.
You can close the distance and get a +3, I think.
Why?
Because technically you don't get the full benefits of it unless you're in melee with it.
Melee.
But I am in melee with it. I have a reach weapon.
Or I'll have to double check that. We'll count it as if you are.
Just jump on it and then stab it to death like you did before.
I would, but not with the penalties already. Not already taking wound penalties. I don't.
Like pogo off of it and flip and come down right in the middle.
Nope.
No.
Blade comes down, just bounces off his face, and just.
Wait.
Hit the soft spots.
Aren't you supposed to be
real
dealing
quick.
extra damage as well?
I
Why?
believe he is.
What?
And it's my fault for not bringing it up, and I apologize. Fervor +1 to fighting damage rolls.
Oh,
So does a 10 hit?
Well, an 11. Oh, I don't know, maybe.
A 1
11 gave shaken.
A 1 does. An 11 gave.
Shaken.
Peter rolled 11 and it shook it, so
Yes.
potentially it's either a 10 or 11. I don't know how to add a +1 to my damage automatically, though.
No, an 11. Okay, so you got a +1, so you are at 10. No, that doesn't do anything.
That's fair.
I know why Peter was able to harm it with an 11. It's because it's an 11 +1, the AP one. So it's technically a 12.
I mean, I have AP1 too.
Yeah,
but-
so if you were to add in 2, that would take you to an 11, which is
Oh,
one
I see.
below what Peter got.
I got you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I miss, so.
It removed shaken.
Jack
Oh, no, it
spent
did
a
not.
minute
I have
move
to-
shake.
Failed.
I will remove it with a Benny.
How
And
dare you give monsters bennies?
it's a wild card. It always gets bennies.
Mhm.
Oh, there we go. And now,
Hey, it's up on the
Hey.
thing.
Hey, it's back.
and
Now we
will-
see it.
It stands back up. It's
Get
going
back down.
It's going to take its second action, which its second action is going to be. I need an opposed notice roll, everybody, as it scurries up the webs and disappears. And as you look up, you just see a massive network of webs in this area.
Notice.
I mean, I see it.
I see it.
Val kind of sees it.
All right. As it scurries back up its webs. Okay, and then I'm gonna have to advance to next.
Tagging it with a paintball ain't really gonna help here, is it?
Good. As this thing has scurried back up its webs.
Fine. Let's do this again. And I'm going to
Knock it down.
I'm going to attempt to sonic blast it to make it lose its grip off the wall.
Here comes
Light
the massive
years.
45,000 damage roll.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, how the heck does this even work? Like, it's technically a blast, I guess.
Remember, Blast does have a blast template, which means that you can hit friendlies with it.
Yes, I'm aware.
Okay.
But it's up there.
It's up on the ceiling. You know what? I'm not gonna do a blast. I'm gonna do a stun.
Okay. Desperately, I hate stuns. Stuns are really bad in this system.
Stun will be tied to fighting in this case, I suppose.
Yes, because you're using your weapon to do it. That's the
So
idea. Is
we
if
have a
you're
+4.
using one of your weapons abilities, then it's fighting.
So here's where this gets tricky. How high up is it?
It is now roughly, probably at 10 feet.
Right, and how much is medium blast? Because that's the minimum size I can do. Actually, no, stun does not necessarily require it. It's only if I'm using it as an area of effect.
Yes.
I believe. So I will be using just the location it's in.
Okay.
So that
So
will
it's
be
target.
a fighting roll. +4. Wow. And that will, I mean, I guess it can make its roll.
What does it roll to resist?
I think it's a vigor roll. Let's see. It is with a raise. So it's at -2 on its resistance.
Vigor?
Yeah. So vigor -2.
Well, yeah, no, it got nothing.
It very fails.
All on my sword.
I believe target's a little more than just stunned. I'm trying to see if there's a... You know what? I don't like this thing. I'm going to pull up the character sheet so I can just read the power directly.
Well, stunned also comes with distracted, prone, and vulnerable.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No,
Well, it's
stunned
prone,
is
and it's
bad.
10 Oh, so it's prone and it's 10 feet up. Crap. Can I roll to evade the spider drop?
Don't worry, you're not directly under it.
I want to be directly under it with my sword.
No.
Ah.
So, yeah, it falls back. You see its legs
Okay.
kind of curl up a little bit.
Yep. Yep.
It's too
It
big
must
to
be a
take fall damage
little-
from that.
It must be a little upset right now. And I end my turn.
Yeah,
Still
because
vulnerable.
I really needed to roll a 10 on that. Okay. Its first action is it's going to get up. And then, unfortunately, this is the time The time has come. I am so sorry for everybody in the vicinity, because you're all in range.
It's gonna roar.
Oh.
I just
No.
hit the sombrero down to block the
Oh, that's right. It's got its pollen. I can take it.
in a fight, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just saying, I know some people on the internet. That's not
How many of this thing is there?
Say what? I don't think I really.
You're good. Carry on.
All right, let's see if this works. This might actually be a really bad roll. We'll see. This is mixed. A large blast template.
Large. That's a big fart.
How do I target everybody? Highlight everybody and then T?
Yeah, hold
Probably.
shift as you hit T on everyone.
Oh, okay. I have to do it that way.
Yeah, unless you want to get really tricky with blast templates, but there's only 3 of us. Don't waste your time.
Okay. All right, you all 3 are now targeted. I need. Where is? Only give me one option for its attack. Of course it would. We'll do this.
I think we all roll to resist. But there should be an option to resist. In the template.
Does this count as counterattack opportunity?
No, because it's not attacking you directly. It's a blast.
Fair enough.
All right. So
How's your hat working out for you?
I need
Yeah,
I
worn the
need
hat
vigor
for a
rolls from both of you, and I will also be rolling damage because this deals damage too.
Why can't I not?
How's that hat working out for you?
Johan, you know what's
I mean,
coming.
it targeted me.
What?
Well,
I would like to roll to soak, obviously.
How many? You got any more soaks, Johan, or no?
oh,
Nope.
guess I'm dead.
Yeah, once again, you don't
Guess
die.
I'll die.
Oh, this is getting ridiculous. Okay, fine. Yep, I'm out of bennies.
So
You should have
So-
taken that one reroll. 2
Two
incapacitated.
members of my party have carted.
Yes. Val.
My turn? Yeah, I mean, it would be. Yeah.
Yep.
It is still vulnerable.
It is still vulnerable.
Yep.
I can do it. I will avenge my friends.
They're not dead because you don't die immediately. in
You
this
don't
system.
die immediately. Yeah. Okay. Woo! So, as it finishes its spin dance, I kind of come up underneath it, aiming for the soft underbelly, and drive my sword into it.
It twitches for a moment, and it seems like its leg is actually going to come down on top of you. For a
twist.
stab.
Right at the end, I twist.
And you see it go down. And
You see Flynn, or you see Flynn like forward. The hat is covering him, like total.
Just a hat.
Yeah.
now, what are you going to do?
Now what am I gonna do?
I'll tell you what I'm going to do.
You're gonna call this for next session.
I'm going to call it for the next session, which will not be next week. We have some...
Yeah.
Well, actually, we could still make it next week because
I'm out.
I know you're out, but you're also...
No, I'm also out. So
Yeah. You're unconscious, so it still works. How will Val save every member of her party?
If only there was some assistant, like a pal, or like a friendigo, or like this,
Cat.
yeah, a cat penion, if you will.
Companion.
Really have to make these puns. They're something. I tried to think of a pun there and it just didn't work.
They're fur raising. They're infuriating.
Infuriating.
So until next time, everybody, we'll see you next week. You won't see Josh next week. I think you'll see Gavin. I think you'll see Peter. You might see Jack. I don't know. He was supposed to be here at least for 30 minutes. I think he forgot. I don't know. I'll have to talk to him.
To be fair, it's the Americans who are supposed to be alerted to the British, not the other way around.
We will see everybody next time. Take care.
Okay, bye.